Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now, I'm not sure if you remember this, but this is my Ferguson 14J1, which I think is a TX85 or TX90 chassis. I think it might be an 85. Now, the problem with this is it has a very low emission tube. And I have another set which has a much newer tube, which is apparently the same pinout as this one. So what I want to do is to see if I can use the scan coils on the new tube along with the tube itself. So in other words, not having to take the scan coils off the tube in this and put them onto the new tube. So let's get the back off of this one. Tube itself is actually newer than the set itself, I believe, because this one is from week 26, 1996, unless that is just a checking label. The field coils are plugged into two separate locations, here and here. And I can already see that the connectors are different, but that shouldn't pose too much of a problem, so I can just unsolder the cabling from the other tube. So let's have a look at the neck itself. So it is one of those little thin neck things. And probably the best thing to do is to get the other set and have a look at the tube in that one. So this is quite a thin neck, as you can see here. We've got these magnets there, which we would need to consider if we were going to reuse the scan coils. And also you've got to consider the fact that we need to stick the scan coils back down again onto the tube itself, and we'd need to mimic the position of these on the other tube. So we would need to put these back into the same position as I believe the other tube, because these are set up on a per tube basis. Right, let's move that to there, and let's bring the potential donor into the frame, which is this one here. So this is a much newer set. This one is an Alba. It is also a combined DVD player as well, and there are about 5 million screws holding this one in. So okay, so let's test the resistance. I think you have to do it between pins. So that is 0.003. That one is 0.13. So let's test the Ferguson. .002 and 0.51. So first off, we are going to grab photos of this tube and the settings of those magnets. Now thankfully they've all got the yellow paint on them, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. On this one we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could probably use these ones on this tube, but the scan coils from this tube on this tube, if that makes sense. So I've never done this before, so this is going to be an experience. So let's start off by loosening the collar, like so. There we go. So, turn harder, twist, and effectively pull the entire assembly, whoops, can't see it, pull the entire assembly off the tube, but do it in such a way that you don't damage the tube. And there you go, and then you've got that ready to put them back on. That is the removed assembly. Obviously I've taken photos of the position of those before removing that, but it now means that I should be able to remove the coils, get the coils off the Fergie, swap them over, swap the tubes over, and away we go. However, for the moment, that is it for today's video. In the next video, we're going to be removing those coils and getting them onto the tube. And in the video after that, we're going to be swapping the tubes over and finally testing whether or not they work. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care, and thanks for watching.